Hi guys, it's April with Hair 101 and today I have my awesome son Zaid here and we are going to do a fun, festive Halloween haircut on him. We're going to do something fun here. We're going to carve a spider web. We're going to do it short on this other side too, but not as short, so it's going to be asymmetric, and then we're going to carve some awesome texture and shorten this up on the top a little bit. So he's going to have a really fun haircut. I'm going to show you guys how we're doing it. So I'm going to just go for it and just do the hard part right now so that we can keep that barrier between the two sections nice and clean. So here we go. I'm just taking my T-edgers. These are the Andis Camo. They're super cute. I just got them. I'm loving them. Make sure your parting's really nice. And you're going to just do a little bit. Now you don't need this super thick because you're going to go back in with a straight edge. This is just giving you a little bit of a starting point, and you're not taking a ton. It's like barely any. All right, so our next step is going to be to take my clippers, and I'm just going to do it on an open blade. So this is almost a number one. It's pretty much like a number one. And I'm just going to shave off all of this hair. Goodbye. So it's just thick enough to where you can still see where we can put that little hair tattoo in. And in the back, I'm going to blend it. So I'm kind of tilting my clippers just a little bit so that I can go from this really short area to build it to like a fade to be a little bit longer. All right, so now that we've got that in, we're going to, so this is something that you can just decide what to do on your own. You can actually draw the pattern on with a eyeliner or something that's easy to wash off. That's a really good way to do it so that when you're carving, you know exactly where you're going. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, and this is awesome because you don't have to worry about them being perfect because that's a little bit thicker, but of course I'm not going to cut it that way. It's just kind of a guideline. Now you're just going to take your T-edgers in and very carefully follow your pattern. Rubbing it back and forth on the lines. Okay, so now I'm going with the straight edge. And I'm very lightly just cleaning up everywhere that I went in with the clippers. Just using the tip, and I'm just very slightly wiggling this, and it's kind of just, you can see it's erasing all of that black. So I just misted all of his hair with a little bit of water, and then your straight edge should be very sharp, brand new blade, of course. And you just kind of follow it around on your pattern and very lightly and gently remove the black eyeliner. I know that this seems scary, but it's actually not that hard. You're removing the hair, not just the black eyeliner, but the black eyeliner is obviously going to go with it. Now, does this hurt, Zaid?
I can use a bit.
I think it's just pulling a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not using shaving gel, but I want to be able to see where I'm going. Okay, so make sure you're holding the ear out of the way for these straight shots. You can even come back around this way, do some overhand. All right, so now that we got the spider web carved into his side of his head, now we can start with the rest of the haircut. Zaid's hair is so long, we could do like a man bun back here. You want to have a man bun? No? Okay. All right, we'll forget about the man bun. Man buns are way in right now, Zaid. They are. I'm just going to do some shear over comb on this side. We're going to get rid of the bulk. And I'm loving these longer shark fin. These are the double shark fin, you guys. I think these are the 6.5 inch ones, and I have the 5.5 also, but I'm loving these for my men's haircuts and anything sheer over comb. So I just adjusted my clippers down if it's a little bit shorter in this area. And sometimes I even turn my comb sideways just to get into those little areas that are not flat, just to blend them up a little bit. And if you don't cut without guards and want to get into it, you just need to practice. This is something that just, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, the faster you'll get at it. And the blending will get better too. Like, you'll just be able to see the darker spots and figure out what you need to do to blend them in a little bit better. But it definitely takes time. So don't get frustrated at first if you have to spend a little bit longer on haircuts. It definitely is easier to blend these really short cuts to long if you can do it this way. You can get that more dramatic blend doing it this way versus doing it with the attachments. And so I want to show you guys something really quick. We got really short pattern and then a little bit thicker with this short fade, and then it goes into this longer section that we did scissor over comb. And so it has this nice gradual blend. It's not choppy or obnoxious. So it's asymmetric, but it's blending still. Now I'm going to take my thinning shears and just blend this in a little bit more, because sometimes there's still just a little bit too much bulk when you're blending from really short to long, and you just need to blend it in a little bit. So thinning shears are a great tool for this. You can see now, like this top part that I had left out, it blends in really nicely with this shear over comb over here, and that's what we wanted, because we want to leave that length to where we can do some kind of like fun texture on that side. So we're just blending in that line. Okay, so now I'm happy with how the blend is. We're going to go on to the top. Do some razor cutting in here. So we're going to get it all wet. And he has tons and tons and tons of hair up here. He got mama's hair. All right, we are going to start right here with a strip right next to this spiderweb area. And I'm just going to shorten it up a little bit because it is really, really long. Okay, so now that I have that section kind of shortened, I'm going to just go ahead and cut some of this down. So I still want his hair to go from short to long, so when I'm pulling this over, I'm pulling it this way and then cutting it, and then that way we're leaving the length on this side over here. So I think that that looks kind of cool. The hard part's kind of lost in there, but that's okay. It still looks cool. He's not going to style it up, and I know that, so. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and take about an inch section. And this is just going to be taking out chunks for the texture. I'm going to leave the length so it's kind of fun. So he has some long pieces in there still. Because he really does like his hair longer. And you see all that texture it gives. So that's all we're going to do in that.
Except the bangs in front of my face. Whenever it's windy, they just get in my face.
Yeah, we'll thin these out a little bit.
Well, they don't
Is that
get in
better?
my face.
Yay! We can see Zayd's awesome eyes. And I'm just going to keep doing the same thing, taking 1 inch sections, pulling it to the side, and chunking out nice chunks with the razor. Yes, I cut myself with a straight edge. I picked it up without thinking. So now I have a cut on my thumb. I will be just fine though. We cleaned it up. And anything that reaches back this way, I'm just going to peel it off with the razor.
Hair's getting in my nose.
I know. So we're going to take that section back. And that's going to build length in this area right here, but still blend it back so that if he ever wants to spike it up, he has some shorter pieces. See, now we can get these spikes up here if you wanted to do some, but he still has length in the front. We're going to do that one more section. And this is a really fun way to cut hair, for men's hair especially, because it texturizes it so much, but it still leaves some like really long pieces. All right, see, and then we can even go through and thin this out a little bit more because he has a ton of hair and it just kind of lays if it's too thick. Yeah. So now this area I'm just going through and using it like a pencil and just kind of combing it away. This has a guard on it, so I'm okay to do that. Okay, you guys, last but not least, I'm just going to take my T-edgers around all of the perimeter of his hair and just make sure it's nice and clean around his face and his ear, so we don't have any long hairs because that drives me crazy. Also get all these little neck hairs. Just blend it all up into that fade.
My neck is distracted and it cuts.
Yeah. All the little blondies, make sure they're all gone. All right, you guys, that is it. Zayd's Halloween haircut. How do you like it, bud?
Love it.
And he's even got Halloween colored braces, rubber bands on right now. Show him your smile. Just smile, you don't have to do that. There you go. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more cut videos, and give us a comment below and tell us what you guys think of Zayd's awesome spiderweb hair. Do you guys like it? What do you think? All right, so we're gonna show you guys the whole thing here. We got the spiderweb going into a fade, going into some scissor over comb, and the top has this awesome fun texture that you can lay down or do some fun stuff up. And I think it turned out really fun, and I think he looks awesome. So thanks, you guys. Hopefully you like it too. Don't forget to check out our other channels below, you guys. We love you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Say bye.